Hi dear parents, welcome back to another math hour. Today I'm just going to show you how to use split division technique again using multiple digits, bigger numbers. As you can see from this example right over here, it's the same technique and you're going to be using the same step-by-step formula in order to do split division technique. As always, the heart of split division technique is to take each of the numbers inside the division box and split them or break them up into individual pieces. So we got four numbers over here. We got 5, 9, 0, and 2. So I'm going to break them into four separate parts. We're going to get four arrows like this. Obviously, we're going to make a little space so that we have enough space to write everything. And now we're just going to write the numbers down. So here we have 5, and we're going to obviously put it divide by the number 17, because 17 is the number we're dividing by. So that'll always stay the same. Let's go to 9. Again, we'll have 9 divided by 17. Then we'll have 0 divided by 17. And finally, we're going to have 2 divided by 17. So here we are. We have set up our division problem. We are now going to use the split division technique. So we always start from the left side first and go all the way to the right side. So let's start with the left side first. So 17 multiplied by some number is very close to 5. The answer? 0, because 17 times 0 is 0. And then when you do 5 minus 0, we get 5. And now, as I've always told the kids, no number should be homeless, no number should be without friends. 5 is currently homeless. It needs to go to one of these division houses. And the closest division house it can go to is the one where 9 is in there. And just to give number 5 a little space, I'm going to move 9 a little bit this way. And I'm going to put the 5 right inside the division box. And as you can see, it's got to be in front of the number. And together they become 59. And now we just have to continue on with the multiplication. So I'll use the same color. So 17 multiplied by some number is very close to 59. Well, 17 times 3 I think works. If I do my math correctly, 17 multiplied by 3 is 51. And that's the closest we can get. And of course we're going to minus it. And 59 minus 51 is 8. By the way, just to make sure, you see these numbers right here, the numbers we're getting on the top? Please make sure you write them down over each number you're dividing it by. Don't forget it, because this is the answer. You're getting all these little numbers, and that's going to be part of our overall final answer. So please don't forget to write them down. Now, going back to our problem again, we have 8. 8 is homeless. 8 has no friends, so 8's got to look for a house to live in. So the closest house is the house belonging to Mr. 0. So Mr. 0 says, welcome Mr. 8, come on in. Let me give you a little space here for you. Here we go. And here we go. 8 joins Mr. 0, and together they become 80. And again, we do the same thing. 17 multiplied by some number is going to give me 80. Well, if I remember my math correctly, I think 17 times 4 should work. Because if we do 17 multiplied by 4, that is equal to 68. And that's the closest we can get to 80. Remember, you cannot get a number bigger than 80. It's got to be equal or less than that number. And if we do 80 minus 68, we're going to get 12. And of course, since we got 4 over here, let's make sure we write it on top of our 0, 4. And now we have one final number remaining. We have the number 12. 12 is homeless. 12 needs a place to live. So 12 goes and finds the remaining division house and lives with Mr. 2, who welcomes him and of course gives him a little space. And 12 comes inside, and together they become 122. As you can see, we went from the left side and now we've moved all the way to the right side. And now do the same thing again, 122 and 17. Well, 17 times some number is close to 122. Well, 17 times 7 I think works, because if we do 17 times 7, I get 119, and that's the closest. I can't get any closer than that. And if you minus it, 122 minus 119 is 3. And of course, don't forget, let's put the 3 right over here on the top as well. So far so good. We've used up all the numbers in our division boxes, but we have a problem. As you can see, the 3 is all alone. It is homeless. No number can be alone, and no number should be homeless. We need a hero. We need someone to save the day. And who is that hero? 0 the hero. And how do you activate 0 the hero? Right here. You put a decimal point right here at the end of that number, which you just wrote down. Okay? And then you put it over here on top. Oh, my fault. It's not 3. I made a mistake over here. That is not the number we want. We want the number 7. Because as you can see, 7 goes over here. Okay? My mistake. So anyways, we have the decimal point. And when you put that decimal point, automatically, you're going to get a 0 with a smiley face. And this character is called 0 the hero. And now you're going to do 17 multiplied by some number close to 30. And the only number that works is 17 times 1, because 17 times 1 is 17. And when you minus 30 minus 17, you're going to get 13. And of course, don't forget, this 1 right here, you got to make sure you put it after the decimal point in your answer. Let's not stop there. We still got one more number, 13. 13 is homeless. 13 has no friends. Who's going to be his friend? 0 the hero. Already activated with that decimal point. So here we go. Let's add 0 the hero, always ready to help out. And now 17 multiplied by some number is close to or equal to 130. And that, I believe, should be, let's see, 7. 17 times 7. Because 17 times 7 is 119 again. And if you do 130 minus 119, you're going to get 11. And you, of course, don't forget to put the 7 right here at the end of the answer. And we could stop there. In my class, the 2 numbers after the decimal point is good enough. And finally, we have got our answer. 5,902 divided by 17 is equal to 347.17. And that is our answer. You don't need the 0. The 0 in the front doesn't count. It doesn't mean anything. All you need are the numbers which you have put on top. And of course, don't forget to put the decimal points. And this is how you divide big numbers using the split division technique. Thank you.